So one of the big questions we have that comes up a lot has to do with the compensation plan on the affiliate aspect of Karatbar's gold savings system. With Karatbar's gold savings system, there really is no limit to what you can do because the limits are so high. But I'm going to try to take everything and bring it down to a simple, easy to understand way of calculating the compensation plan. There are actually two separate compensation plans. One based on just the free account, which is called a uni-level compensation plan, and it pays out monthly. This means you open a free account with no requirements and no limits. You can save as little or as much as you want on a weekly or monthly basis, and even set up an automatic savings system that will allow you to take advantage of one of the incentives that we'll talk about in just a little bit. Now, when you refer other people to this system, you talk to other people about what you're doing, you share the vision of everyone having at least a little bit of gold to back their economy on a monthly basis, building true wealth over time that is really and truly recessions proof. The company will then thank you with a small amount relative to the amount of the total savings of the group that you began. So let's say that you talk to 3 or 4 people who talk to 3 or 4 people, and so on and so forth. Some people will do a lot, some people won't do anything, and it's possible that you would be doing this by yourself. If that's the case, every person that saves contributes to that total amount, and as your group grows, so does the percentage of that total amount you would receive in commissions every month. It starts at 0.5%, and the highest amount is up to 6% for people who really desire to become directors and want to help other people to reach new ranks and really build a business with teams and leadership involved. That's your uni-level account. How are these paid out? Like I said, they're paid out monthly, and this would go onto your Karatbar's prepaid MasterCard. You can use it anywhere in the world. It's not tied to any banks. It is actually backed by MasterCard and by prepaid card services out of London. So you can access your information, but no one else can access your information. You have the security of knowing that you have access to your funds anywhere you want to go, going up to a bank or an ATM and pulling out a withdrawal or making a transfer. The accounts can be extremely powerful in that, let's say you have, over the next 5 years, established a team of 500 or 1,000 people saving just a little bit in gold every month to build their own stability in their economy or their savings program. By doing that, you can create more than what would be a full-time income in any country you live in, and this can be done on a part-time basis if you would like to do that. The second part to the compensation plan is called a dual team. When you have a dual team, you really are creating 2 teams working together. Now, there's a right side to that team and a left side to that team, or a right team and a left team. And when there are 25 units on one side and 50 units on the other, you will receive a payout. Doesn't matter how that comes about. And each payout or cycle be paid out according to a package that you would purchase, and you can upgrade anytime. This is only a one-time purchase, so you probably would want to choose wisely to get the maximum amount on a payout by getting the biggest package possible just from the beginning. And then, like I said, you can upgrade as time goes on. This is paid out weekly. Now, how do the units come about? It's very simple. Everything in Karatbars that you purchase has a unit attached to it. Now, some things can go up to as much as hundreds of units, and other things could be just 1 unit. For example, a gram of gold, 1 unit. But it doesn't matter. Your right team and your left team will be making purchases, whether it's gold or whether it's packages or whether it's merchandise. It does not matter what they're purchasing. Everything has a unit value, and every time you reach 50 units on one side and 25 on the other, you will get a cycle or a payout with a limit of 180,000 cycles per week. So don't worry about it. You just continue working and the payouts will come. Weekly, if you participate by buying a package with that optional dual team payout, and monthly, whether you have that dual team payout or not, because you would participate in the uni level anyway. Now, how do these both work together? They're independent of each other. So that means that your gold purchases that are made inside your team for their savings would go towards the monthly payouts. But in addition, every one of those gold purchases has a unit level that would pay out through the dual team on a weekly basis. Every week it's calculated and payouts are made on Fridays. So they work together very well to make sure that you get paid the maximum amount from all and any action that goes on in an organization that you participate in with the dual team or that you created with the uni level or both. Other bonuses and incentives have to do with, for example, how you can get free gold. If you are purchasing gold on a regular basis for your economy and you instill that in everyone that's in your organization, you will be able to, after a year of loyally saving for you and your family, receive up to 25 grams of gold for a benefit of teaching others to do the same thing as your organization is purchasing gold as well. Other things that you can receive in Karatbars for bonuses and incentives have to do with not only watches, but also articles of clothing, for example, shirts that would promote your business, baseball caps that would promote your business. You can receive cars in different increments. Yes, that's right. I did say cars. I'm talking about high-end cars. We're talking about possibly Mercedes-Benz, that type of vehicle. And you can also get up to the very top end, which would be real estate that you'd be able to get with your Karatbars incentive. Now, one thing I want to point out about Karatbars, we're not talking about a monthly pay allotment depending on your performance. No, we're talking about you qualifying by teaching people how to do this, creating leadership, and then you receive this in a one lump sum. So you would receive this car all by itself. You wouldn't have it to be doing monthly payments. You're not required to do anything. You just receive that amount. Now, you can also tell the company you would rather have the dollar amount attached to, for example, a Mercedes-Benz. Instead of that, you would rather drive your Ford or your Honda or whatever you want to drive, and you would prefer to get all of that price in 1 gram increments of gold. That's right, 24 karat gold. You can exchange that through Karatbars instead of your incentive prize. It's just an awesome pay plan. You have the uni level based on the free account. You can also do an optional package purchase that qualifies you for a weekly payout on top of the monthly payout you're already going to receive based on units that are generated through purchases that will be paid out through the monthly. They also get paid out through the weekly on top, so you get paid more than adequate for building a team. They work together, although they're independent, so you don't have to participate in one or the other, but rather both. And you can get bonuses such as free gold and even incentives for working that can be exchanged for gold if you like. So it's a very, very healthy plan, and I'm sure that you will enjoy building a business with this.